Alright, so we got more fallout from the Oriental Derby between Enugu Rangers and Enyimba Football Club. Of course, the match was abandoned in added time. A great night turned ugly from that situation, and now the league management has made a judgment. So we're going to get into that, but before that, let's start with what happened. And this right here was how it all happened. Pascal Eze, the defender, Godwin Obaje, the attacker, and you can see Godwin Obaje going to strike the ball, and he is being tugged from the back. Clear penalty. If you say that's not a penalty, you're lying to yourself. You're not lying to me, because I already believe that's a penalty. That's a clear penalty, and really nothing to argue about. But then you got the Enyimba players you see right here running up on the linesman and stuff like that. That's not cool, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like the fans in this instant right here, they just were defending the linesman. Because you see all these players crowding the guy, bumping into him, and you feel like they're trying to take advantage of your team, because if you're going to intimidate the linesman, he's going to blow against us. So I feel like the Enyimba players really to blame for a lot of this. I remember there was the instance when Rabi Ali was yelling at a ref. Then fans came on the stands acting up, and they banned Rabi Ali for like 12 games until that decision was rescinded, obviously, because it was a stupid decision in my opinion, because he wasn't violent, he just was angry at that time. But you see this situation, they bumping into the linesmen and things like that. That's not cool. Now, on the other hand, with the fans, I did say they were defending the linesman, which it looked like, but at the same time, y'all shouldn't be there. Are y'all gonna get on the pitch? Are y'all warming up or what? They're too close to the pitch right there. So that's definitely a minus against Enugu Rangers. I understand this is a big match. I understand you want as many of your fans in the stadium as you can, but having them that close without any barriers, that's asking for trouble. Now, of course, sanctions came out of this situation, and league management did all that. And when it comes to the sanctions, we get this report from League Reporter on X or Twitter. Make sure to follow them for Nigerian football content. And it says, following the incident that led to the abandonment of the Oriental Derby at 90 plus 9 minutes, the league management have taken the following decision. Rangers get 3 points and 3 goals. Enyimba fined a total of 10 million. 3 Enyimba players, Elijah Akani, Eze Ekutoziam, and Chibike Nwaiwu, will all be sanctioned after proper investigation. Now, look at it, 3 points, 3 goals. When you look at the whole situation, the Enyimba players did kind of cause all the ruckus at the end, trying to, intimidate the linesman, intimidate the referee. All those kind of things led to the fans getting angry and agitated, and all this trouble really started from all that, if we're being honest. So yes, those 3 points at the end of the day are warranted. Even though I would say I don't think Enyimba walked off the pitch like it was made to seem. Like, I don't think they just said, okay, that's not a penalty, let's all walk off. I think it would have been a better thing for them if they had just walked off. I've seen a North African team do that in the Champions League finals. They just walked off. I think it was Confederations Cup, but they just walked off the pitch. And yeah, that would have been better than running after linesmen, running after referees. Then the 10 million, I don't know about all that, because the NPFL or the league management, y'all still owe some clubs for winning the league. So I don't know how you gonna get 10 million out of them. Then you got the 3 players. Of course, we saw them in the footage bumping into the linesman and things like that. They'll be sanctioned after investigation, and hopefully not too much, but yes, a punishment is deserved by those players for their action. And on the Rangers side, it says 2 million fine for over ticketing. Of course, you saw all those fans on the track, basically on the pitch. I mean, a fan could have scored a goal on the day and they wouldn't have known. They were so close on the day. Let's keep it real. $1 million for failing to provide adequate security, which, yeah, when you have those many people, you have to have people that's going to try to control them. $1 million for failing to implement crowd control measures, which I don't know about that. Security and crowd control, shouldn't that be in the same thing? Then you got $1 million for allowing unauthorized bodies access to restricted areas, which I think is those fans once again, like they were, but it's the same thing. They're just finding them for the same thing. And I think there's a last part of this. Okay, order to implement more crowd control mechanisms in subsequent games. Well, that's good enough for them. If I'm the Rangers, I'll take that $5 million fine in stride, because I'm not paying it, because the NPFL is not going to pay you when you win the league probably. So I'm going to keep that on the side right there. And yeah, you need to do better. Yes, it was a great night. I felt like the fans made the night. They were more than 50% of what made the night. But at the same time, you can't have too many fans. You can't do things like that, because if there's a riot and people get trampled and things like that, people get hurt, lose their lives, it's going to be a different situation. So we got to try to get a hold of that right there. Now, what it means for the top of the league table, Rangers got a 5-point gap on Enyimba and Ramo Stars, and a 8-point gap on Shooting Stars in 4th position. So it kind of moves them a bit closer to the championship. Now, one last thing I want to say about that penalty situation, and it's very simple. Who says Enugu Rangers were going to score their penalty? Who says? This is the last kick of the game, 90 plus 9 minutes. 50,000 fans in the stadium. About 10,000 around the pitch alone. And you're telling me that you feel like that penalty is a guarantee? I mean, come on now. You score this penalty, you're closer to the league title. This is pressure we're talking about, a big pressure moment. And only a few can stand in the fire when there's a lot of pressure like that. Let's see. And I feel like that was really what was stolen from that day, because that would have been a great end to a great night right there. Make or miss. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Enugu Rangers given the 3 points from Enyimba Football Club. Enyimba Football Club fined and sanctioned by the NPFL. Also, Enugu Rangers fined by the NPFL for failure to control their crowd. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And please make sure to like this video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.